We are live. Good morning, everyone, and greetings from here in Auckland, New Zealand. Today is for us a Thursday, 5th of February, and it's 6 a.m. in the morning. And I'm here again with another live session with my business partner sitting in the far end of the half of the world, I would say, from the UK. I'll tell a little bit about myself. My name is Davina Patel. I'm hail from the beautiful islands of Fiji, but currently residing here in Auckland, New Zealand for the last 2+ years. I'm a proud online mentor and a finance professional with nearly 20 years of experience across different corporate environments. And I genuinely help my family, my immediate family, especially my loved ones. That is why I came out into the online space. And today we are here with another session on our Let's Grow Together series for 2026. And the question we have, and most of us in just wanted to share our thoughts on it, is what does it feel and how do we feel as being an entrepreneur? And I mean, joining a business, and we still do have not feel like an entrepreneur. For me, I would say, if, like, I have worked a 9 to 5 job. I had responsibilities, and especially like looking after aged parent, grandparent, special needs brother, and also provide for them, especially for emotionally, and also being there for them. I felt like most of the time it's a duty for me, and it's like, for me it's like not the entrepreneurship journey. I didn't recognize coming into this field that I would have all the skills. I was using my own experience of life, I would say, the resilience I had. I'm a finance person, so I'm more strategic in terms of coming into the business. I had savings, but apparently savings were, how do you say, sitting in the bank, and I was not investing. So there would have been inflation as well. So when I came into the business, that is when I learned a lot of different, I would say, knowledge. I came back and went down into my deep roots of finance to understand the basics, and also learn about and give education to some of my colleagues that I work with in my 9 to 5 job. I was always focusing on surviving, providing, keeping everybody everything together, and seeing myself someone who can build. I wasn't seeing someone who could build something scalable and sustainable, but this journey has been very different for me. And I will give it over to Sita to introduce herself and give her point of view on this topic. So over to you, Sita.
Thank you so much, Davina, my sister, my business partner. Been coming here for quite a while now. I think we are heading to more than 2 years coming here
Yes.
together.
Yes.
Although we did have some few people that are joining us, but today it looks like they are a bit busy. And my name is Sita. I am a mom. I'm a nun as well. I live here in the UK with my family, but originally from Zimbabwe. But I've lived most of my adult life in the UK, of which I've adopted their culture more than my own. Even though if I've adopted their culture more than my own, I haven't forgotten mine. You can take an African from Africa, but you can't take the African from an African. So that's how it goes. So I have worked as a nurse for more than nearly 30 years now, and I'm still enjoying it. And there is a time in life when you realize that, the time is ticking and I am aging, I'm getting older. I cannot do this anymore, or I cannot do this any longer, because the energy that I had 20 years ago now is different. So I had to start something that I needed to fall back on when I decide that, you know what, I've had enough in nursing. So this online business has made it possible for me, and it has been something that I've kept thinking, why didn't I see this earlier? at least I would be far by now. But I'm still grateful that I saw it at the time when I saw it, because maybe even if I had seen it earlier, I wouldn't have taken any action or done anything about it. Coming to our topic for today, that says, what would I say to anyone who feels capable but doesn't yet feel like an entrepreneur? It's quite a tricky question or a statement to me, because you don't need to feel like an entrepreneur to become one. Most people who are successful, they never knew that they were going to be successful, but they started from somewhere. And you grow from starting from somewhere to become what you really want. And all this, it comes from a dream. If you dream about becoming somebody, you make that happen. You don't just stay asleep dreaming. And even when you start doing it, sometimes you don't really feel that you are really a business owner and you are doing it. But each step that you take each day is taking you to your dream, to make your dream come true. Even me, when my first days, when I started this business, I was thinking I am a business owner, but I never felt like it until I started having my own business partners. Then I realized that, oh yeah, I am a business owner. I've got other people that look at me and say, what can I do? How can I do this? And I thought, yeah, now I am a boss. I can also teach somebody how to grow their business. The first step you take, that is the way forward. Even if it's slow, you will get there. You don't wake up one day and say, I am a business owner, now I'm a successful business owner. It starts from one step to another. So we might be feeling capable, but still feel like I'm not really there, which is normal. We don't start a business today and tomorrow become a millionaire. We grow from one stage to another. So even if you are there, you have started your business and you feel that things are not moving. This is not what I thought. I thought since I've started a business a week ago, a week after, I will feel like, I own the place. Step by step, which is even in our community, we've got this training that is step by step from one level to another. It doesn't mean that you just come in and you are already up there without doing the training. So it's step by step until you feel confident and consistent in what you have started doing. Once you start becoming consistent in what you are doing, enjoying what you're doing, you start getting the results. And when the results start coming in, that's when you feel the real business person, the real entrepreneur. It becomes live. So do what you're doing, continue doing it, don't give up. Being an entrepreneur will feel itself or will present itself when things start happening, not just walking into this online business and tell yourself, oh, now I'm an entrepreneur, when you are not doing anything about your business. Even business owners out there, those who are owning traditional businesses, they have to do something for their business to start showing up. If they just put a business there and not do nothing about it, it will never grow and nobody will even notice that they've got a business. So it's the same. If we've got our businesses, we have to work on them, work hard on them, be confident in what you're doing, and be confident to share information with other people. And that makes you own whatever you're doing. It makes you feel that this is me, this is my own, this is my business. But if you're still feeling uncomfortable or not confident in whatever you are doing, how can you teach somebody else? How can you share ideas to somebody else? Or how can you even tell somebody about your business when you don't even understand it yourself? You need to understand it yourself to own it, to be able to say, yes, now I am an entrepreneur, because you understand what you are doing and you are able to share it with somebody that hasn't got an idea, that hasn't got a clue. Thank you so much. I'll take it back to you, Davina.
Thank you, Sister Sita. I agree with you. Most of the time, what I've seen is that through my own journey. Like, I feel capable because of my own journey, my challenges, and the problem solving techniques I use. I always used to take full responsibility for a very long time on all the family decisions I have made. I spent years coming out of my comfort zone, looking at complex situations. I was never, for me personally, in my family circle, never interested any issues related to my outside extended families. I was never interested, no matter my immediate families used to share those information with me. I was never bothered for anything because I was never interested. I was always, into my, first of all, I used to educate myself so I'm unstoppable. I used to be a career oriented person. I used to take risk in my early 20s and 30s. Now I'm moving into my early 40s. I Someone mentioned to me when I was in my 20s, why don't you start a business? And I never took that very seriously till I moved to New Zealand, when I saw a journey of one of my friends who, ended up like him passing away. I've seen everyone's journey. So I realized, being a finance professional, you know all the decisions of finance, you understand strategically everything. Why are you not going and solving a problem for someone? If you're solving a immediate need problem for someone, if someone's looking for a second stream of income, why don't you like come? And then when I saw this business opportunity, the systems, the design it had, fitting into someone's lifestyle and still earning and even looking after their loved one. For example, it can be a child, it can be an elderly parent, or they are say at home mom. Entrepreneur, you're building this as an entrepreneur. It's something bold. You have to come. It's the journey. I would have to say it's very different for every genuine person who's coming in, but you always have to start with a vision of yourself and your loved ones, and also see what can you give back to the community. Because at the same time, remember, yeah, everybody did come into entrepreneurship for the money. If you see some of the famous, influencers on the social media platform, I follow this young influencer. He always goes around the world, and also he's very famous in the US. Always talks to millionaires and billionaires, asks them what is their gross revenue, what makes them successful, and also what is the highest value of income they have generated. And if anything happens to him or the billionaire or millionaire, what is the message you will give a 20-year-old version or a generation right now? So if you're young, if you're more than 18 years and over, this is the only criteria you need. You can connect with any one of us who is watching us today live or gonna watch the replay. And I would love to say to you that you have time in your favor. That is the most important asset you hold. Why are you not using your time to learn these digital skills? And you don't have to put much effort into it, because these are applications, these are AI related applications. You will learn a lot, so much information, more compared to what you will learn in your educational institutional background. I would say that now we are our mindset and our systems is built in such a way that, okay, we are and 18 years and below, we are the nesters of our parents. Now when we're 18, we move out of the house, we go to university, we are now like seeing the new life, the bright lights, let's put it. And sometimes we can be stable, we'll not be stable. We see all this, we are able to make decisions. And I've seen that some excel, some don't excel, but which is fine. It's we all choices, we make choices, we make good ones, we make bad ones. But I would say that try to learn and master a skill that can help you excel and solve one problem of an issue, and make that your vision. And I will tell you, you will excel in life. And never work for someone else to make their vision big. work for yourself to make your dreams big. That is it from my side, guys, on today's session. And if you want to know more about this business opportunity and what we are talking about, myself and my sisters and some of our partners have not come in today, connect with us, follow us on our social media accounts, and we are happy to assist you in your journey, your growth in the area of entrepreneurship. That is it, guys. Bye.